Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a speed build of a small park in Newcrest. I think it's on the smallest lot in Newcrest actually. And it's just a kind of like a club hangout. It's a treehouse. I like to play, and this is all inspired kind of by my own personal gameplay. I love playing with families in The Sims 4. But it's good for gameplay. I mean, clubs are. If you don't have get together, it's definitely something worth investing in if that's the kind of gameplay you like, because you can literally just make a club and set the age requirement to say a teen or young adults or kids, and they can you can just pick Sims to invite, and you don't really have to even have been introduced to them to be able to meet them and make friends with them. So it is a huge like bonus if you know how to use it the right way. And I know some people even that do like the challenges when you can use it for like I watched a streamer, Holly. I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. I cannot think of her name off the top of my head. But she does Big Brother challenges, and she uses it for making like alliances. So I mean, you can use that for all kinds of stuff. The clubs, but you can set like a club location where they like to have their hangout, and I thought this would be really cool for gameplay to have them be able to just go to like a treehouse lot. There's not too much else on this lot because I wanted it to be more like this is where they go to hang out in their treehouse, not like this giant park where you invite, you start your club hangout and then like all your the Sims just spread out over this giant park and they don't actually do anything inside the park, so or inside the treehouse. So I didn't want it to make it on like a giant lot or anything like that. And this little wall right here at the bottom turns into a rock wall, but I mean I did the best I could. I didn't really see much that would work great for a rock wall, but I think you can tell what it is. Obviously, it's not functional in the game. Yeah, it doesn't. You can obviously not gonna use it. It's just for looks, but I thought it was a cool idea. I think why I like the idea of a treehouse so much. I never had one growing up. I live in a very rural area. From the time I was like, okay, so I lived in Florida when I was a really little kid. We moved up here before I started school. From the time that before I started school to the time I was probably in second or third grade, we did live in like a little neighborhood area where there was other kids our age. Nobody had a tree house, but we would all kind of gather at this one girl's house in her backyard. She had these giant pine trees, and you could actually go like up. You could go under them, but you couldn't see once you go up and behind them. You couldn't see from like the main road, or like our home was behind this lot, or like the where this girl's house was. There's a lot behind her house. It was just an empty lot. So there's this giant like yard area, and then you could see our home on the other side of that. So we could kind of just cut through there when we wanted to sneak out, me and my sister, and we would go hang out at this girl's house in our little hangout area behind the pine trees. There was probably, let's see, her. There's quite a few kids. There's probably like 6 or 7 that would hang out together from that lived in that area. So that was pretty cool. But I mean, we eventually moved into an even more dead area. I don't know how else you would say it, but there was like nothing there. I think it actually took like almost 30 minutes just to get to school from our house. That was driving my car. It was like much longer for driving if you rode the school bus. I mean, we still did have a couple people that live near us. You would have to probably walk like 20 minutes to really hang out with some of them. My husband actually lived, or it was like I guess maybe a 20-minute walk from my house when we were in high school. But I did have one of my friends did live across the street from me, so I did have somebody to hang out with. But enough rambling on about my childhood. um, I did think this is I think will be pretty cool for gameplay if you're into the family kind of gameplay. There's like a void critter stuff in there, and then I just try to decorate it like you got your best friend group, and They have different interests, but they've kind of collected stuff over time. But this is a fully functional park. I did meet the item requirements so just put BB.move objects on, because I'm not sure that the tree will stay where it's supposed to if you don't have that on when you place the lot. But other than that, it will function as a park. I did not do like any kind of cooking, grills, or anything like that there. Yeah, I mean, if you guys like this build, just give it a thumbs up. Any, comments, put those down below. If you like the content like this, hit the subscribe button. I do speed builds. I've been trying to get them out, but I've been working overtime, so I really haven't had that much time to put out speed builds, because they do take a lot more time. But I do have a legacy challenge let's play that's ongoing. If you want to watch it, though, I will warn you, the first 2 videos, the sound quality is worse than what the sound quality is in this video. I had a lot of issues. One, I was using a mic, and I could not figure out how to do filters and stuff like that, but I did finally get that worked out. But then the second episode, like, my gameplay audio wouldn't even, I could tell in the game while I was playing that my sound was cutting in and out a lot, but it like completely cut the audio out of the video. So maybe that was the first one or the second, I can't remember. But anyway, the first 2, the audio is like really bad, but just a warning, it does get better after that. So if you're interested in like a legacy let's play, I'm sure it'll be like a very long ongoing let's play because it is a legacy challenge. But I think they're finally, starting to get things a little bit more interesting now. But if you're interested in content like that, I'll stop rambling on now. Just hit the subscribe button, and I really appreciate it, and thank you guys for watching.